Hello and welcome to another episode of Rate That Full Art Supporter, and today we'll be dealing with no other than teammates. Don't know about you, but I've been playing this card a lot when it was standard legal, and well, it's because I don't play too much expanded though, but this card was very nice, fun to play with, good comeback mechanism, and simply provide a lot more interesting aspects to the game than, well, sometimes we see today, but not so much about that now. Let's see, what does it actually do for us? So this card here, first of all, could only be played if one of your opponents knocked out, or your opponent actually knocked out one of your Pokemon during your last turn. Which, when you read this carefully, means that if it gets KO'd in between turns by burn, poison, or any other effect, this card will not be able to be played. What did it do then? You could search your deck for any two cards and put them into your hand. Any two cards. Not just two energy, two Pokemon, or two trainers. No, any combination, any whatever. You didn't have to show your opponent because, well, you could search for any card out there, right, or in your deck. So, very, very strong card. And often you had to try and play around this card if you knew your opponent would play it. And it could be pretty hard sometimes. But very, very good card to pull off some nice combos. And looking at teammates around the world, we see in German, Japanese, Korean, Italian, Portuguese, Spanish, French, so on. Like, personally, I have only a few of these, and here you see a name that kind of goes a little again in a sense that it's senior and junior. You see that one quite often, both in French, Italian, and German. But also, like, it goes also on the rate of students when, for instance, you look at Spanish. So that's interesting to see. I always like to see what the cards are called in different languages. But you know what? What about what you guys rated the card? Remember, this is based on your feedback on the survey. So if you want to rate new supporters, well, check the survey description below. And first we rate on standard, expanded, uniqueness, and artwork. And we see indeed for standard, rating from 1 till 5, well, people only given it 4 or 5, showing how good this card was when it was standard legal. Of course, 5 is great and 1 is bad, but okay. Going over expand, you see that it sees less play. Card is still very strong, even expanded with such a big card pool, but it's just the ability to be able to get any two cards out of your deck after you've been taking a knockout is very, very good. The uniqueness, well, this, as we're going to discuss in a little moment, is not particularly unique, but somewhat, yeah. There are cards that are similar things as we will discuss, but it's still somewhat unique. At least this is based on your guys' feedback. And the artwork, well, just like most Full Art supporters, good artwork. That's what we're seeing. A lot of 4s and 5s, not a single one. A few gives a 2 and a 3, so like, meh. But the overall consensus here is a very nice artwork. And maybe we can already get an idea this one is going to fall in the high end. But let's pull all the grades together. Of course, we weigh them 1/4 each to get a final score of 405. And, well, what we do remember, anything above 4 is definitely a top 10 placement or even top 5. But let's see what we get here. So, what rank is it? We get the following rank for teammates being 4th place. Actually, right above Jetsis, which, well, banned, right? So, why is it above Jetsis? Well, it's 405 rounded 2 decimals, but if we go a little further out as a tiebreaker, then teammates scores higher than Jetsis. So therefore, teammates is sorted higher than Jetsis on this ranking. Well, we don't see so far below in this ranking here, but Charon, you're still last. Let's see if you remain last for a very long time, but so far, you're last guy. So, well, time for some bonus facts from you guys. And here, the twins screw up. OP version of twins. All these twins comes in again here, and is that a coincidence? No, this is because this card actually relates very much to the hard gold soul silver print of twins, which, compared to teammates, could just be allowed to be played whenever you were behind. And I get a lot of response on this, maybe more OP at that point, but there's also some instances where teammates may even be better, because teammates just works when your opponent takes a knockout. So where twins only work when you're behind, teammates could actually work even if you were ahead and then your opponent took a knockout, and then you could actually really, really put ahead a victory because, well, then you could still play a very strong card even though you're still ahead. That's the big difference here. And one fun fact I find out there, and also one thing I looked up was, this actually only released in 1 set, where in Japanese it actually came in 5 sets because they have all these best of sets or special sets, but 5 sets contra 1? Okay. And of course, it also appeared in the game because this is based on a trainer you meet in a game, which is 2 lasses put together, and you get teammates. Surprise? I don't think so. So that is the bonus facts for this time. Remember, you can fill in the bonus facts by filling out the survey below in the description for the upcoming supporters. But for the next episode, we're going to be looking at, well, he was banned, then he's not, and he's back, and he is Wally. This card is not only, I think, very pretty, but also extremely good. So that is until next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. My name is Stefan Eriksson, and until next time. Thank you.